Happy Wednesday! Welcome back to Chats with Chase, and here's your next tip.
Where we left off yesterday, we had just aligned and merged the two scans, one of each side. Right now the mesh looks good, but we know there are some artifacts floating off in space and some missing information that we'll need to fix here. The first thing we did to help with that is use some of the selection tools. What they allowed us to do is click on the main body and highlight everything that's connected to it. We then inverted our selection and know that everything that's not attached is selected, and then we deleted that. We then moved over into another program, VX Model. If we plan to do some more in-depth mesh editing or modeling, we might want to use SOLIDWORKS, but in this case we'll stay here. The first thing we did was align the geometry with the axes. This makes it seem less like it's floating out in space and makes it easier to work with in the future. You can see when we zoom in that there are still some holes where we didn't quite capture enough information. To patch those up, we used the Fill Holes tool. While we were doing that though, we excluded the holes through the center, because those will take a little bit more manual editing. Zooming in again, we can see that those holes are all now patched, but the center hole is still open, which is what we wanted. Next, we use the Clean Mesh tools to get rid of any spikes or other geometry that the program recognizes doesn't quite fit right with the rest. You can see some of those areas are highlighted in red. Then we use the Smooth Mesh tool, which goes through and further improves the quality by maintaining a maximum deviation and reducing any wild geometry changes. Lastly, we had to do some more in-depth editing to get the hole through the center to close off properly by cleaning it up and closing off the two separate edges. But the time in this video won't allow for showing that. After we finished there, we exported it as an STL, and in the next video we'll be sending it to the printer.
Thanks for watching. Contact me with any questions, and I'll see you tomorrow.